Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
The sun sprayed a hue of beaten gold across the green-grey waters of the Sunset Sea, as King Jaime Lannister peered away into the distance. His hands clasped around the granite railing that separated his balcony from the abyss. Jaime took a deep breath through his nostrils. Salt was thick in the air, and the crimson curtains that lined the entrance behind flapped like so many banners in the wind, as he spied an Erenstar cog push away into the distance. "They say what lies beyond is the end of the world," a voice from behind Jaime said. It was one he had become all too familiar with, the partner in his labours, his hand, Alvin Westerling, Lord of Silverhill. Maybe, maybe not, Jaime said back, his mind clearly elsewhere. "What did the Erenstar boy have to say?" Alvin asked as he leaned backwards on the granite railings. "He won't do it. We'll have to find different claims for Andalia. Bit by bit, tedious. His lordship is content with the Stormlands," Jaime said with a sigh, exasperated. "It is nothing we can't accomplish, my king. Naught can stand between this kingdom and its calling. To be the masters of all of Westeros," Alvin said, with the kindest smile his haggard face could manage. "No matter how many times we proclaim that, it is still a destiny, a dream. It eludes me. Words won't make me the master of this land. Men will." Jaime's face contorted. His face was always taut, but when he was discussing his great ambition, it became more so, as if a bitter taste lingered in his mouth. "Willowwood was a great defeat for us. The people know their land. I fear I cannot beat them on it. The battle at the mouth of the Trident, victory was so near. It taunts me, Alvin. Since I was pulled squealing from my mother, it has been my destiny to unite the people of Westeros under one banner, mine. I have devoted my life to the gods, and still they begrudge me this. Mayhaps this destiny belongs to another." Jaime was never unsure of himself, bold and stoic. His people called him the Sage Lion. He was lacking that distinct sageness now. "The Rock is an impractical castle, sitting at thrice the altitude of the wall. It has no right to be here, your grace. The Casterlys made it theirs, and it was their home for centuries until someone else came along with no right to be here." Alvin stretched his arms out, gesturing to the huge efferdice. "Lan the Clever made this castle his. He who had no right to the castle, that has no right to be here, he took it, he made it his own." Alvin's face lit up with enthusiasm. "Is that why you've come here, old friend? To lecture me on fables?" Jaime said. He had not even looked at the partner of his labours, his eyes still fixed on the garnet-red stars on the Erenstar's sails. "Not at all, your grace. I remind you that you are a Lannister of Casterly Rock, rightful king." Alvin marched over to the railings once more, this time grasping them as Jaime was, and looked across intently at his king. "You are Westeros as much as a part of the fabric as the mountains of the moon or the Trident, and where you walk is Westeros. They do not know their land. They know your land. Trespassers. Interlopers. We are aged now, your grace, yes, but let these criminals see you. Let them see Westeros. Bring the south to the north, and they will find the true meaning of defiance and its consequences." Alvin spoke always with such vigour. He could tell a lie and show you the proof. His words struck a note with the whimpering lion. "You are Westeros, and where you walk is Westeros," Alvin repeated. Jaime looked at his hand and back at the Erenstar cog. He shouted for his ward, "Have my horse readied for the morning." His eyes glanced back to his oldest friend, and he said softly with a wry smile, "I believe it is time for a walk then." Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we return to the Knights of Andalia, where Florian, the first of his name, is at war with the Lannisters of the South, where we are defending quite well so far. We had some great, huge battles, defensive battles in that last episode, but the Lannister press is still pretty high. They've had a lot of manpower, still trying to make their way northward and to try and cross the Red Fork into Andalia. Some already in Andalia here at Turnbridge, but we need to gather our forces first. We have encircled quite a huge Lannister host in the Red Fork. So we need to press those out of Andalia, and then we can go down and try and lift the siege of Turnbridge, one of our better defensive areas. So let's unpause. Let's crack on with this and try and see if we can further repel this Lannister host. We are going to have a battle take place in Blackwood Vale soon, it would seem. And King Jaime Lannister has issued a call to all Serjets promising glory and wealth to anyone who can master a dragon in his lands. So we need to do something about that, don't we? We don't want any dragons in Andalia. Right, so we've got 29,000 men here in Willowwood, 25,000 in High Oak. Some people have arrived at our court who, I believe, offer our new custom characters, which I have not introduced. I have forgotten all about that, so let's introduce those now. First, we have Jonal Thankman, the yellow and black striped sigil. He is an Andal Northman who worships the old gods. He is a flamboyant schemer. He's quick, a trained fighter, kind, deceitful, paranoid, patient, and greedy. I'm pretty sure that I already arranged a marriage for him, but let's do another one just in case. Let's make sure that our houses don't die out, as we know that can happen. Let's try and marry you to her. That will do. And then for our other custom court tier, we have... he should be here somewhere. Here he is. Garth Goldmark. 3 golden cups on black on a yellow background. And Garth is a skilled steward. He's greedy, he's diligent, deceitful, ambitious, cynical, envious, and a family person. And his marriage has gone through, so that's good. So there are 2 new courtiers, hopefully 2 new lords in the future. Right, so let's unpause and carry on with what we're doing. Right, so we've got 13,000 there. There we go. That marriage has been accepted. Perfect. Right. And to the blessing in your house, regrettably, I feel it would not be in my best interest. Is that because he's already married? I thought I did sort him one out. That's fine. Right, so we've got 29,000 here in Willowwood. We don't really need you in Willowwood now. We've got the 25,000 defending High Oak. So let's march. Yes, let's march you around the Red Fork to join up with our other host. Let's march you here into, what is this here? Black Rush. Your Grace, for too long, Eldara Gardner has occupied my rightful seat. I will stop at nothing to take it from her. I humbly ask that you provide me with coin so that I may hire an army to achieve this. If you do, I promise it will not be forgotten. A Florent who does have Florent children. They want to take it from Eldara Gardner. Is that the current Queen of the South? Yes, it is. Lady Paramount Eldara Gardner. How many Gardners are left alive? Well, there's still 16 living members of House Gardner, so that's... It probably would work in our favour if we were to give her the coin. Let's do it, why not? Let's fund a Florent rebellion in the Reach. That will make the Lannisters suffer. It will get rid of a huge amount of their manpower, so yeah, let's go for that. And we have a marriage offer for Pierre Snow, our daughter, from someone in Carth. I think we'll give that a miss. After being skillfully treated by Maester Benfrey, my bastard daughter Pierre is feeling much better. Perhaps he's deserving of some praise. Yes, I shall praise him in front of all the court. So let's get these 29,000 men from Willow. Oh, wow. And we are going to lose this battle here now because that is a huge Lannister host that has appeared. Let's just leave this Willowwood army in the Red Fork for now then. What is the supply limit here? 25,000. Battle of Honeytree. We lost that battle, which is not good. But another marriage proposal for our daughter. I'm going to decline that. We need a new commander of Andalia. Let's have a look. Adam Redguard, I thought you was already a commander, so I don't really know why you've been removed from your commanding duty. Who have we got in control of this army? We'll find out in a second. Do we split this host in High Oak? I don't really want to split. We've got no one leading this for some reason. So let's get Guy Mudd in there with Danes and... Let's go for Lord Belmont. Why not? Got some decent commanders. Who's defending High Oak? There's no one there at the moment, so let's just put Brandon Stark to defend that for now. I'm guessing that we've got someone leading this host as well. And we do have a host of 52,000 men. Oh my god, I forgot all about the 52,000 men from Northern Andalia. I completely forgot all about those. Robin Greystark died of poor health at the age of 39. Okay, I don't think she's a major Greystark. How did I forget about that host? I thought we just had the Well, we've got about 60, 70,000 men down here. I thought that's all we had. But no, we've got 52,000 men from North Andalia. Let's split this host in half. Let's take 26,000 to lift. Oh, that's a lot. Actually, no. Let's combine those back together and march straight onto Blackwood Vale. We may lose some men in the march for the attrition, but it will crush that Lannister host, so that is fine. Can we lift the siege on the Red Fork? Yes, we can. Who is Lord of the Red Fork again? It's not House Dirt, is it? It's House Viper. We have lifted the siege. Let's assault again. The rest of that host is retreating to High Oak. Lord Paramount Robert of the Stormlands revoked the Godswood of Children of the Storm from Septon Mordain. Jaime Lannister has had Passages of the Dead added to his treasury. And there we go. We've managed to get that back under our control. Let's march on to this host here. There's 14,000 Gardner men there. The Lannisters have split up their host, which is going to work massively in our favour, I think, once we get these men down here. Do you know what? Let's wait until they get there. We will split that host in half, actually, because we're going to have enough manpower here anyway. Lord Paramount Robert of the Stormlands has declared Stormlander the Hedge Knights de jour war over the Dornish marches. Okay. Right, now let's split in half. And we'll move 24,000 on to Blackwood Vale. Where is this host here marching to? To Fair Market for now, that's fine. And we've got 37,000 here. Let's move the 11,000. Let's march them north to the Crossfort, shall we? Just put a bit of a defence up in the neck. Are there any enemy hosts north of the neck, actually? We've got 1,800 in Silverreed. We've got 700 men in Sevensport. Unfortunately, we can't call up any more manpower here. There's a Morgoth and Rack fight going on here. What's going on here? Okay, so defending against Lord Maynard of the Mother's Embrace in Lord Maynard of Warrior's Watch's War for the Warrior's Way. Okay, so the Morgoths have rose up and are trying to claim the High Lordship of the Hornwood, which is very interesting. They actually have more manpower as well, because as we know, most of the manpower of the Rack lands does come from the Warrior's Watch. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens there. They are independent, so there's nothing we can do to get involved with that at the moment. They stayed out of the war, so they're going to get what's coming to them, I suppose. We'll leave them to it. So we've got 24,000 men here. Let's march them on to here. And we'll march these 29,000 men around there as well. Why not? After being skillfully treated by Maester Benfrey, my bastard son Lister is feeling much better. We'll praise him to the courts. We do need to move some of our men north at some point. Do you know what, actually? This host here, stay where you are. Let's split you in half. Let's move 11,000 into Stilfen for now to wait for this 11,000 to Stilfen. And we'll join those together and march those north. The other 14,000 we will march over here. Who do we have leading this here? Rickon of the Sons of Aengar. Okay. We are winning this battle in Blackwood Vale against a pretty large Lannister host. Let's move these 14,000 there to help out, actually. And 26-year acquaintance, Lord Leopold Houghton of the Bullseye, died of winter fever. Who was his heir? He did have a sister. She's the Lady of Sunderland. So who is the new Lord of the Bullseye? Lord Dan Sunderland of the Bullseye. Does that mean House Houghton has officially died out, I think? I think House Houghton has died out. So your father must be your mother then. House Houghton. 7 living members, apparently. Sunderland. We do have Harris Houghton. So we do have a Houghton left. Oh, he looks like he is a member of the Night's Watch, though. So, but he does have a son who is married to a Stark. Okay, so you send you a gift. Let's make you important because you are the rightful heir of those lands once we get them back under our control. Right, what's going on down here with this massive battle? Do we have anyone on these ships? No, we don't, but we'll merge those together. We are crushing that Lannister host there. The reinforcements need to arrive to this battle, else we are going to lose that battle. We are actually losing that battle, so they must have some decent Lannister commanders in that battle. Got this guy, Captain Jonas, whoever he is, but the reinforcements are about to arrive, so hopefully that will crush them. We have crushed this Lannister host here. The Lannister king is leading this host here, so that could work in our favour. Got the 15,000 there. We'll wait for that Gardener host to pass by before we march those off. We don't want them to get ambushed. And there we go, yeah, we have crushed that host now, so that's fine. But there are some 7-star men in retreat, unless they arrive just in time before they was crushed. We've won 2 great battles there. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got 24,000 men here. Let's march them onto Turnbridge to lift the siege. 11,000 here. We've got 34,000 here. Yeah, so they arrived in time before the battle was lost. Perfect. So let's march those onto Blackrush and repel that Lannister host as well. And we're probably going to get into a battle with this Reach army led by Sir Quentin, whoever he may be. But that means that this army can now march forward, march north to the Crossfort. So we will do that. We'll take care of that host there. Can we raise any levies from any of these places back north? It doesn't look like we can. Thought that we might be able to raise a few more manpower just to... But if we march this host of 700 onto Sevensguard, only 700 men, but with the defense of Sevensguard, they'll probably be able to hold off an army much bigger. Here's the main Lannister host. This is the one we've got to get hold of. It's only 11,000, but they are, oh no, 19,000 now. 7,000 on their way. Okay, so we'll keep an eye on our main host here, who are about to get into battle, it would seem, with this Gardener host. It's too late for them to turn back. That's fine. We'll lift the siege and we'll march those back north. We should crush that host just for the sheer amount of manpower that we do have there. But I'm keeping my eye on where this host is going. It's like they're marching onto High Oak, which they won't be able to attack. We've got 25,000 defenders there. And there we go. We have won that battle. Perfect. Let's march you back to Blackwood Vale because that's got a bigger supply limit. Let's lift the siege of Turnbridge. Perfect. And now see what the Lannisters' next move is. We've got all of the Red Fork defended pretty well. We're marching our host north. Lord Leslin of Darkmoor of House Sweetblood has died. Did he leave behind no heirs, it would seem? Apparently there's 3 living members. We've got Roger, Lord of Dartmoor. So there is a Roger Sweetblood. So House Sweetblood is still alive, barely. But once they get to Blackridge, we should have a really good defensive position. I'm not going to march south unless I really have to. Willem of Risley's Glade Peasant Revolt has declared peasant revolt against the Reach. So that's causing problems down south, which is perfect. Let's march these 15,000 into Greywater Watch, where we can defeat this host. Lady Waynwood has died a natural death. Her son, Edmund Draxler, is now in control of Hardvale. Does that mean that House Waynwood has gone extinct? Living members 28, apparently. Her line is Draxler's. She's a female. They're rats. It looks like House Waynwood. House Waynwood has actually died out by the looks of it. Completely. Unless any of these have a stone. Waynwood. No, Morgoth. Yeah. There's a Lady Waynwood. A young Lady Waynwood. But it looks like the male... Yeah, he's a bastard. He's not... So yeah, House Waynwood has died out. Despite having 28 living members, none of them are actually Waynwoods by the looks of it. Oh no, we do have some Waynwoods here, but they're females. Lord Rayner the Generous of Iron Oaks. Okay. Oh, Hardvale. Yeah, Hardvale was a different house, wasn't it? Yeah, House Draxler, that's right, anyway, so I don't know. That's okay. I'm getting confused, it's a distant branch. I'm not sure what's gone on there, to be honest. These 11,000, we can march those back south, to be honest. Let's march those back to Marlet Bay. Because we've got more than enough manpower. Do you know what? In fact, stay where we are. Merge together, split in... merge, split in half. Let's send 13,000 to Marlet Bay, and then the other 13,000 host. We will split in half again and send 6,000 to Marlet Bay, and then the 6,000 left behind we will march north to meet that Gardener host. That's going to be more than enough, and we'll leave that host at Sevenstar just to defend Sevenstar, just in case there is a Gardener host fleet there. We're at 47% more score. We're in complete control of this. There's not really anywhere they can march. Can they get to Salt Pans from there? Maybe. If they do, we can send a force over. There's not really anything they can do. They've marched a host here. That's fine. And Upcliff has died stillborn. Very sad. We've got the Gardener leader here, apparently. Got 11,000 men here. Plus 7,000 reinforcements that are on their way. So these 20,000, in fact, then, let's merge you guys together. Can we march you onto Willowwood, and we'll take care of that host with you. 11,000 here. Reinforcements are about to arrive. Let's send the 30,000 in to slaughter those. That's what we'll... Joessa Hardsteel is now known as the Gracious. That's what we'll use this main host for. Just moving back and forth across the Red Fork to take care of any armies. We've got the Dane army, which has finally arrived from Dawn. Probably a little bit too late. Everything seems to be under our control pretty well. We're going to destroy this host here. 700 have arrived in Sevensguard. What is going on with the Morgoth and Hornwood? Is it in a stalemate? It is 35% in favour of the Racks at present, which is interesting. Even with less manpower, they seem to be holding them off them, which is very interesting. And a daughter was born to High King Florian the Eagle and Queen Marjorie of Andalia, named Cass. Oh, she's attractive. She's got no other faults, so we all know what this young lady's name is going to be. It is Amina Sevenstar. Perfect. How many children is that now for Florian? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 bastards, 7 legitimate. Florian likes to sow his seed, it would seem. Almost, well, not quite. Oh, we've gained a claim on Acorn Grove. Awesome, which is that in the Mountain Clan? Oh, no, it's down here. So what do we have a claim on so far? King's Course, Dawn Forest, strong claim on Deepwood, and... Okay, so now we need to move you to fabricate a claim on the Wolfswood. We are now in debt, though, which isn't going to be helped by the war, so hopefully we can get ourselves out of that. First, we need to end the war, though. There's a big host there. We need to get these 20,000 over to Willowwood quickly as possible. Right, let's march you onto Blackwood Vale and crush that host. Do we need 16,000 defenders here? Yeah, we'll leave the 16,000 defenders there for now. Our wife has given us a lot of children. She didn't give us our first two, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's given us 7 children already. That is pretty incredible, to be honest. Have we had any queen have so many children? Obviously, Enga II's children were with all manner of different women, so that may be the most children that any queen has given us. Mina had 4 sons, I think, didn't she? And we have had victory in a battle, which is perfect. That army has fled again, but this is making us lose men to attrition, which is not good. Who have we got defending this again? Brandon Stark. Anyone defending this? Yes, Rickon. These 20,000 are on the way, that's fine. Instead, then, let's march on to Blackwood Vale. Hopefully beat this Dornish army. Have we? Yes, we've defeated that host now, which is perfect. Those 6,000 men march on to Sevensguard. Let's just leave some reinforcements north, just in case. We can always bring them down if need be, and at least they're there in case the south decide to take any men northward. To High King Florian from Rickon, due to your grace's lack of regular payments, the Sons of Enga has decided to seek more gainful employment elsewhere. Well, that is a shame, considering they're our mercenary band. We shouldn't have to pay them. Bera Florian offers to help you with your financial situation. She wants to acquire some land in exchange for a very generous sum of money. Lordship of the Eyrie? I don't think so. For 325 gold, that's a lot of money for this game, because it doesn't like to give you money, but I think the Eyrie is worth a lot more than that. Are you actually in our land then? Who are you? Apparently she's in the Kingdom of Andalia. Why? You're in 7s. No, I don't like this deal. I don't know why we've got a Florian in our core, but it's cool that she does have a claim on the south. That is interesting to know. We've won the Battle of Raventree Hall, which is perfect. Some more Dane men here, so there are quite a few Danes about. If we march there, we'll get into battle with those. Hopefully it's too late for them to turn back so that we can destroy that host. Just waiting for those 20,000 to get to Willowwood. Yeah, they're not going to be able to get away in time. Perfect. And then hopefully we can defeat this 11,000 here, but we are losing a lot of manpower from all this marching. 20,000. Let's march those onto Chiltern. Let's split this host in half and move 11,000 of those onto Chiltern as well to give us the advantage in numbers. Going to crush this Dane host. High King Florian the Eagle has inherited Castle of Owenshold from Sir Roman of Owenshold. Did he have no sons? Doesn't seem like it. Did any of those have 7-star sons? No. Kenning? No. 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 Belmont? No. So we're going to need a new... We'll keep Owenshold for now, but we're going to need a new 7-star to give Owenshold to. So we could probably give that to one of our younger sons in the future. We've got Prince Engar, who could have it maybe. Or Prince Owen. Who knows? We'll give it to one of those in the future. Right, we need to repel this host. We've crushed this Dornish host here, led by the Danes. Lord Merribold of Volmark has declared Volmark war for the Iron Isles. And we're almost out of debt already, so that's good. At least we are still making income. Our trade hasn't been affected by this great war. Esmiri Crownless died, clutching her heart. Right, we've got 25,000 men. Can we get to that Lannister host in time to crush it? We'll soon find out, I suppose. We want these 31,000 men here, and we can lead those to destroy this Lannister host. The king is no longer leading that host, or this host, so I've not got a clue where he has gone. The Dane lord is here, though. 32,000 men. Let's merge those together. Let's get a commander in control. Let's get Adam Redguard to lead this host and crush that Lannister host right there, hopefully. Do we send the 13,000 in? I don't think we'll need to send 13,000. There's no defensive bonuses or anything like that by the looks of it. Just to be safe, let's put... Who have we got? Who have we got? Who have we got? Let's put Edrion Belmont in there as well. Just give an extra commander in there. Make sure that we win that battle. Who is leading this host? Guy Mudd and Danes Royce. That should be more than enough to destroy that host. We have got some backup coming though. So maybe we should move the Turnbridge host to help. We are losing a lot of manpower, but the Lannisters are losing more, so... Cass Crescent died of cancer at the age of 52. This war is dragging on quite a bit now. We haven't had to leave Andalian soil either. Which we may do in the future. We may have to do something about the south now that they are eyeing up Andalian land. Crush that host, perfect. Crushing this host as well. Some randomers died, and the people of the Eyrie can no longer work the field, so winter is starting to spread south. Men of Andalia are used to the cold in the winter, but the Lannisters may not be. So we do have that in our advantage as well. If winter gets all the way down here, that's going to work in our favour massively as well. And we've crushed this Lannister host. Hopefully they retreat back south of the river, which they are doing, and we can move these 30,000 into Willowwood. And then again, Salt Pans has a decent supply limit, so we'll stay in Salt Pans. That's fine. We do need to move these 21,000 back to Blackwood Vale, though. We're at 67% war score now. Doing a fine job. Some Clegane men up to something there. There is a small host of Cracklaw Point men there, but it's not really doing anything. We've got a small Gardener host doing nothing. Bit of a stalemate here, it would seem, between the Racks and the Morgoths. Can we offer peace yet? Offer peace in Forced Demands? No. We can offer a white peace, which he would be willing to do, but he's only got 27,000 men now, but that doesn't include actually his Reach men, Stormlanders, because they're all technically separate, aren't they? So yeah, he has got more manpower than that. I got overexcited. Okay, we will see what we can do further. What else can we do with... I don't really want to cross the border if I can help it. I just want to hold our defensive positions. It's working well for us taking this defensive stance. I don't think it's cowardly or anything like that. We made our borders in these places for this exact reason, and it is proving to be incredibly successful. 67%. 19,000 host there. That's fine. We've got 30,000 here. 13, 21. We have the Riverlands pretty well defended. I could spread our hosts out a little bit more, but I don't want to make an Edmure or Tully mistake and spread ourselves a little bit too thin trying to defend every last bit. We'll just wait for them to force a cross in, and then we can move our armies to wherever they are. We do still have the 6,000, of course, 7,500 actually. Men led up here. Loyal servants such as I surely deserve some recognition and rewards from time to time. Who is this? Lord Brightlin. It is widely known that you hold huge lands and many titles. You're as generous as you are wise. Perhaps you will consider granting this humble servant the high lordship of the Stony Shore. In exchange for a favour, of course. The greed does not become you. Well, who do we have in the Stony Shore? We have House Belmont. House Brightling. Is it just those two? Is this part of the High Lordship again? I can't remember. We could probably do a change in some of these High Lordship names as well. I do like to put our own spin on some of them. Let's have a look. So that's part of the Stony Shore as well, which is House Reaver's Watch. This greed does not beseer you. I will have to think about who we want to give that to in the future and look into it a little bit more, see who the best person for that job would be. Holding our position. Holding our position. 6,000 here. When guests arrive, my Ward John is the first to greet them and shower them with questions. This guy is going to be incredible. He is so impressive. He's married as well to a Mallister. But he's so impressive already at the age of 14. This is a true Roseheart. A true Roseheart. He has ambition. We could give him Gregorus. Introduce him to everyone at court. Thank the Smith that he isn't shy. This child is annoying. No, we'll let him have the Gregorus trait. A decent trait to have, improve his diplomacy. Danwell Turnbridge is now known as the Just. Very nice. Riona Dane died stillborn at the age of 0. Yeah, we'll just keep holding. We'll keep holding. Let them try and force a crossing again, which we know they will do at some point. There's a small Gardener host here. Do you know what? Let's go and attack the Clegane host and the Gardener host. Crush these small hosts piece by piece. There's a fairly biggish Dane host here, but again, we'll be able to crush those as soon as they try and force any sort of crossing. Do you know what? Let's split this host back in half, and we'll send 14,000 to Blackwood Vale, just so we've got more reinforcements on the western side. To all my subjects, I don't care about Yeeti. Why the hell would I care about Yeeti? And we've crushed the Clegane host. Now let's crush this Gardener host who is trying to siege Marlott Bay. We'll move these westward. We could maybe leave some in Blackwood Vale, some in the Red Fort then, and we've got the rivers pretty well defended. There is a 9,000 strong Lannister host here as well. Harbor Dirt called in a favour on Edmure. He's the one with incredible intrigue, isn't he? Harbor Dirt, yes. Don't care about Yeeti. A world away. But yeah, we're in good position. We're in a very good position. There we go. Crush that Gardener host. Loyal Servants such as I deserve to be given recognition. Lord Belmont, who is doing a good job in this war, but I don't like the asking. I don't like the asking. He does have heirs as well. Damon Belmont and Samwell Snow. Maybe he would be a slightly better option. Which has the better land? Both not incredible, to be honest. He's got high taxes, religious unrest in both these areas. All three areas are pretty much the same. He has heirs. Does Brightling have heirs? Yes, he has a son as well. His traits aren't the most impressive, though, are they? So let's have a look at Belmont, who is doing well in. Do you know what? Yeah. Of course. I don't want a favour. We'll give it you as reward for, well, you've been very valiant and very, very helpful in this battle. You've led many of our armies to success. So yeah, we will let you have the land. And that's another High Lordship, which makes things nicer in the north a little bit more. And we've won another battle, which puts us up to 71%. And we'll now march these 21,000 to take care of this Lannister host. We've got 14,000 marching around to help as well there. So will be another host that will get crushed. Right, what have we got here? Septon Edmure, blah blah blah. Yeah, not too interested. I think though, guys, actually we'll end the episode here for now, and we'll carry on the war in the next episode. So thank you all so much for watching, as always, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of the Knights of Andalia.